Welcome back to Late Night with Walter. Please subscribe to my channel, give your thumbs up, and your questions and your comments. If you ask a question tonight, I will answer it in tomorrow night's show. Grab your water or your beverage of choice. I love water. Y'all, before we get started tonight, I got an email today from a man. His name is John Lutz. He's requested prayer. He just recently lost his wife. He did not say how or anything, but that don't matter. The fact is he's lost his companion. And he's asked us all to pray for him. So let's all remember him in prayer, that God will give him comfort. I can only imagine what this man is going through. So be sure and remember John Lutz in your prayers. Okay, what I had for dinner today, y'all don't even want to know. I feel guilty. Did not have dinner because I ate so much at lunch. After church, we stopped by Red Lobster. I had the Admiral's Feast. And when you eat something like that, you don't need to eat no more for the next 2 days. So, of course I will. I'm the fat kid. But anyway, it was good. I even brought some home because I couldn't finish it all. Update on the CDs. I sold my first CD this morning. It will go into the mail tomorrow morning. Couldn't do it today because today is Sunday. But tomorrow it will go into the mail. Someone ordered the best of Walter Weyburn. And a lot of people was saying that they couldn't wait for me to get the CDs ready because they wanted to order them. Well, they're ready. And I've only sold one. Come on, y'all. Again, y'all ask your questions tonight. I will answer them tomorrow. And please subscribe to this channel. Y'all, story time tonight is going to be a little different. It's not really going to be a story. I'm just going to tell you a few things that's coming up. The cooking channel, I told you I didn't think it was going to make it. Well, it's really apparent that it's not going to make it. I've got the subscribers I need to monetize it, but nobody is watching the videos. They're just, only a few people are watching them. So it's not worth the time that I'm putting into it, really. And this channel is dying. It's dying fast. So I need to devote more time to this channel and not branch out so much. I will still have my cookbooks, but that channel is going to go away. It's not doing what I thought it would do. Okay. After the stimulus stuff is over, because that's what this channel is based on, is the stimulus stuff. I've started this late night talk show. This is going to stay, but I'm also going to be doing a daytime talk show. It will be after the stimulus is completely done, and it don't look like it's going to be that much longer because, like I said, this channel is dying fast. People are just so fed up with all that stimulus talk, and I don't blame them. Okay, let's get on to the questions and answers. I had quite a few of them. Let me get rid of this. That book is gone. Y'all don't think I do a lot of research? Since this channel has been open, I filled up 11 of these. And I'm saving every one of them. I don't know why I'm saving them. I'm just weird that way. Okay, Charlotte Dixon asked, do I like the band Alabama? I love the band Alabama. In fact, I got a lot of pictures of me on their tour bus. No, Alabama, the group, wasn't there. I was there alone. But I do have the pictures. I'm sitting on the sofa on their tour bus with all of their CDs behind me. I wonder how can I get those so y'all can see them. Maybe I'll put them on my music website. I might do that. Melody Jones, I think it's Melody, asks, what's my favorite holiday? Hands down, Christmas. Christmas has always been my favorite holiday, and now that I'm older, it just takes me back to when I was a kid with my grandma and my mama. Yeah, Christmas is my time of the year. The lights are flickering again. The lights have been flickering in this house crazy now ever since that Hurricane Sally. And I thought it was something wrong with the house, so we had an electrician to come in. But he said nothing's wrong with it. He says he thinks it's on the power company's end. Well, we went and asked the neighbors. All of theirs is doing it too, so it is on the power company. One of my neighbors called the power company, and they got drones flying over trying to detect these problems. Why can't they just send a technician out and find it and fix it? Pat Smith asked, what color is my eyes? They are dark blue. And she says, my eyes are very pretty. Thank you so much, Pat. Karen Merle said she enjoyed the little tune that I did last night on the show. Thank you so much. And yeah, after I did that, I drove Amy crazy, because once that song gets in my head, I can't get it out. Patty Sparles. Patty, I'm sorry. I know I mess your name up at just about every night. I'll get it right one day. Asked, do I like Western movies? Not really so much movies. I don't really do very many movies at all, just because they take too long and I don't have that kind of time. But now, Gunsmoke, Bonanza, Big Valley, I love those shows. And I'll lose track of all time when Gunsmoke is on. Sherry Dugan, did I get it right this time, Sherry? Ask, have I ever been to Ocala, Florida? I've never been to Ocala per se to go there, but I'm sure I've passed through it many times. Sherry Dugan also asked, what kind of movies do I like? I like comedies, romance, Medea. I love Medea. I could watch Medea the rest of my life. I could just sit there and just die on the couch watching her. Kevin Kostler. I don't know if that's right, Kevin. Asked, do I have any stories about Ray Price? No, no personal stories about Ray Price. I love Ray Price. When I was a kid, my mama had an album of Ray Price. The name of the album was The Other Woman. I love that album. In fact, I still have that album today, and I've also got a brand new copy of it. I love that album. And if you go looking for that album online anywhere, you're going to pay $35, $40 for it. It says it's very rare. But every song on that song was very good. I don't know how many of them really made big hits, but every song on that album is top notch. I love that album. Maureen Milliken asked, do I ever watch the show Wuthering Heights? Maureen, I'm sorry, I've never even heard of it. I don't watch much TV at all. Richard Gary said, I should have worn a Halloween costume on last night's show. Richard, I wear my costume every day of the year. Can't you tell? I mean, does anybody really look like this? Sherry Dugan asked again, if she ever gets to Pensacola, can she meet my wife and me? Sherry, that would be awesome. I would love it. So come on anytime. Let me know when you come and maybe we'll all go out to eat or something. Kenneth Dominic Kane asks, what's the hardest part of running a restaurant? You got time for this, Kenneth? The hardest part is employees. Getting them to come to work on time, getting them to come to work at all. They either call off of work 30 minutes before time for them to be there and expect you to replace them that fast, or they call and say they're going to be late. Like in my restaurant, I only had 2 servers in the daytime, and if both of them called in and said they're going to be late, well, guess what? I'm late opening. They don't realize that. If they call off and say they're not going to be there 30 minutes before the shift starts, how can you replace anybody like that? You can replace them totally, but how are you going to replace them for that day? Yeah, getting your employees to come to work on time and getting them to show up and actually work. That is the hardest part. Everything else is easy. I was lucky though. I had this one employee. He was a server. He was a cashier. He was my right arm. He did everything for me. My restaurant would not have stayed open as long as it did if it wasn't for this guy. He would even get out and cut grass so I wouldn't have to pay anyone to do it. Yeah, he was awesome. If I ever get another restaurant, he's got a real good job right now, but if I ever get another restaurant, he will come back to work for me. He don't know it yet, but the hourly rate is not the question. He will come back to work for me. Downcast asks, what's my favorite movie of all time? Grease, hands down. I watched it 27 times at the theater before I got the VHS tape. Joseph Shinero, I don't know if that's right, Joseph. Y'all please forgive me on these last names. I can't get a lot of them. Ask, what's my favorite college ball team? Joseph, I don't watch ball at all. I am totally retarded when it comes to ball games. Joyce McMullins asked, did I ever meet James Burton? No, I didn't, but that would have been awesome if I had. All the stories he could probably tell me about Elvis, that would be just pure awesome. Karen Mail asked, do I like the movie Home Alone and Roadhouse? Karen, I love both of those movies. They're great. Y'all stick around after the questions and answers is over, because I got something I want to tell y'all. Something that's been heavy on me for a long time. Lavana Maylard asks, if Elvis came back and talked to me for 5 minutes, what would I ask him? Oh my God. I have no clue what I would ask him. I would probably clam up and couldn't say nothing, or I would just die myself. That would be very hard. There is so much about him that I would want to know, but at that time, I would probably forget everything. Good question. I'll have to think about that. Jean Real asked, do you sing Spanish? I'm going to have to explain that one to you. I got some explaining to do. I sing Tagalog. I sing Spanish. I sing Italian. in my head. I can sing right along with a lot of these. Like Spanish songs, I sing right along with them. And in my head, it sounds good. And in my head, it's perfectly right. But if a Spanish-speaking person was right beside me, he'd probably say, boy, what the heck are you talking about? I'd probably get it all wrong. But in my head, it sounds right. Like, hey, baby, Que Paso. I sing right along with that song. Those Tagalog songs of Nora and Pip, I sing right along with those. I have no clue of what I'm saying. But yes, I do sing Spanish, I think. Linda Makiko asks, have you ever been to Graceland? Yes, Linda, I've been there 2 times. I think it was on my second show, late night show. Go back and watch that. I tell a lot about that. That's a special place. And if you ever get the chance to go to Graceland, by all means, go. Please go. You owe it to yourself to go there in your lifetime. You'll never experience nothing that feels like that. There was no place in that place that you could turn that you didn't feel Elvis standing right beside you. I know that sounds crazy to a lot of people, but it just seemed like you didn't see the other people. You just felt Elvis right there next to you. Carol Anderson asked, do you like Crystal Gale? I'm going to have to explain that one too. When I was a kid, Crystal Gale was just starting in right outside Chattanooga, Tennessee. It used to be a place, Lake Wanafasoka. I don't know if I'm even saying that right or not. But they used to have free concerts every day there. And the day that we was there, that's a big theme park there. But the day that we was there, it was Crystal Gale, and that was very young in her career. She was still going by her real name. She wasn't going by Crystal Gale. I forgot what it is. But it was Crystal Gale, the Mills Brothers, and I think it was Ray Pillow. All 3 of them on one show. Crystal Gale was so good. When she first started out, I loved Crystal Gale. But as she's grown into the star that she is today, seems like she's just too highfalutin for country music. She just ain't country enough for me. And I know she was raised right there with Loretta Lynn, so she should be full-blood country, but she just acts like she's kind of snobby to me. Sherry Dugan asked, have you ever ate at Culvers? I always mess up that name. And Sherry, the other night when I told you on here about Carver's hamburgers, that is the place that I meant. I always mess that name up. I don't know why. But yes, that is my favorite restaurant. I mean, I know it's fast food, but it's still my favorite restaurant. Nobody can touch their hamburgers. And then at the end of that, you get a chocolate ice cream sundae. May have to go there tomorrow. Gregory Ellis asks, have I ever thought about running for president? Yes, I have. All my life I've thought about it. But they'd probably kill me off real fast. I would make some big changes. Rosa Cesado, or I can't get that name. I know that name because there's a talk show on TV and the man's last name is the same thing, and I never can get his name right. But anyway, Rosa said I kind of look a little bit like Elvis Presley. Thank you, Rose. I don't really see it, but that is the best compliment anyone could ever give anyone. Karen Mayo asks, have I ever met George Jones? I want to explain this one. Yes, I have. Years ago, here in Pensacola, there was a nightclub, and it changed hands a few times. I think I told y'all about this nightclub the other night. It was George Jones's Possum Hollow. It changed to Ernest Tubbs something. I can't remember what he called it, but it was Ernest Tubbs something. Crystal Gale's Crystal Palace. Barbara Mandrell's Crystal Palace. It was several. It's changed hands. I think it was just they was funding it somehow. But George Jones came there, and I had to go see him. I was underage to get in a bar at that time, but Mama got me in. I went in with her, and they stamped my hand so I couldn't get anything to drink. Of course, Mama kept sneaking me her Tom Collins. But George Jones, that was right after the separation of him and Tammy Wynette. But he had another blonde lady for the show to do Tammy Wynette's part. She done good, but she wasn't Tammy Wynette. But anyway, at the end of George Jones's show, he did an imitation. It was Buck Owens imitating Elvis Presley. Elvis Presley was imitating Little Richard. He put everything he had into that, and I mean, he sung like 3 songs without stopping of imitating these 3 people. When he was done, he was so spent, the guards had to get him by the arms and help him out, because that's just how tired he was. It took everything out of him, but it made a dang good show. I'll never forget that. Okay, I wanted to allude to something. I'm not going to tell you all details right now. After the first of the year, I'm sure by then stimulus stuff will be gone, and I will be doing 2 of these shows every day, one in the daytime, one at night. And since the cooking thing is not working, it don't look like the music channel is going to be working. But the music channel will always be there. I'll never take that away. Whether it works or not, it's going to still be there. But the cooking channel will be going away. Like I said, I will still have my cookbooks. But if y'all remember, I was telling y'all there is something. I want to try to get through this. There is a reason for me to be here. There is something I'm supposed to be doing. And I've thought about doing this so many times, and I built a website for it, and then I delete it. I think this, what I've got planned to do, I think this is what I'm supposed to be doing, because it's been so heavy on me for a long time to do it. And this channel has just brought that to the forefront even more, with people asking for prayers and stuff. I'm not going to tell you all the details of what I'm going to do, but it's going to be ready to go New Year's Day. I'm going to go public with it on New Year's Day. I hope y'all will support me. I'm not trying to be something I'm not. I'm just trying to help anyone that I can through this website. Everything on it will be free. I'm not going to sell anything on this website. I've been working on it today. I've got like 8 books on it right now, and those books are completely free. I'll have a download button right beside the book. You download it. I don't even know you got it. But it's something that I really feel I'm supposed to be doing. I told y'all that there's something here that I'm supposed to be doing. I really feel that this is it. So I'm asking for y'all's support with this. I think it's going to be good. I've got to try it. I've tried it many times and then I chicken out and back out. I'm not going to do that this time. I'm going to go forward with it. Like I said, I'm not selling anything on there. I will have a donation button if you want to donate, and if you don't, it's okay too. Still, everything on it will be free. I will never ask you to buy anything from that channel and from that website. Y'all, if you didn't see last night's show, please go back and watch it. And I will be back at 6 a.m. in the morning for another of those other shows. I'm not even going to say that name no more. But y'all, please come back and watch that too. And check out my links in the bottom. I got my stun guns, my pepper sprays, my tactical knives, my books, my cookbooks, my course. Everything is down there. It might be something you want. And if you don't, I still love you. Y'all say a prayer that God will get us through this, and I know He will. But say a prayer for our country, our leaders, the people that's been hurt by the pandemic, the people that's been hurt by the actions of our government, the people that are hurting for anything. Say a prayer for them. And don't forget John Lutz. He really needs your prayers. He's having a tough time with the loss of his wife. I almost lost my wife not long ago. I can only imagine what he is going through. Y'all, I love you all. Please come back tomorrow night or at 6 a.m. in the morning. And please watch the video that's popping up here now. I love you all. Ciao.